I can't believe I'm about to say this, but Game Informer is actually back. So if you've been watching the show for a while, you remember I was actually pretty heartbroken when Game Informer was seemingly shut down indefinitely because I've been reading Game Informer magazine since way back in the day, but man, I can't, I still, like, seriously, this doesn't even feel real, but it's back. So, anyway, this coming from GameInformer.com, quote, Game Informer is back by Matt Miller, that's, like, the editor-in-chief over there at Game Informer. Quote, the whole team has returned, and we can't wait to connect with you again. I will also mention that I'll be cutting out some of this just for the sake of time. I was devastated last summer when Game Informer was shuttered by our prior parent company, gosh, that's a tongue twister, and so was the rest of our team. Not only did we really relish working together, but we also thought we were doing something valuable in contributing to the conversation around the gaming hobby. For those that don't know, Game Informer was owned by GameStop previously, but are now under different ownership. So, the thing that caught us all by surprise was the reaction to that shutdown from our readers, viewers, and the broader gaming industry. After more than 30 years of publication, it felt like a genuine loss that reverberated beyond our close-knit team. It felt like something that shouldn't be abandoned without a fight. Over the months since, two remarkable things have happened. The first is that Game Informer as a brand and an outlet was purchased and given a new lease on life. The second is that the entire team that was working together at Game Informer's closure has returned, from editorial to production and beyond. The entire team. If you followed our work in the past, you know what that means. Our outlet has always been more than about just the things we cover, it's also about the people. Our teammates are stewards of a legacy going back more than 30 years, including dozens of our prior writers, editors, designers, and other creative voices that shape the way we approach talking about the gaming hobby. With the brand and team reunited, we can move forward with the confidence that we're maintaining that unbroken identity of who we are and what we represent. After that, they go on to talk about how all this came to be, but we're just going to skip past that again for the sake of time, otherwise we'd be here for a while. At the very end, they say, as thrilled as we are to be working together as a team, we've also been eager to arrive at today and have the chance to reconnect with all of you in the broader community. Whether you're a longtime reader, a developer who we featured in the past, or a newcomer curious about what we're all about, I appreciate that you're here. We welcome your feedback, questions, and comments as we take these first steps to relaunch. We couldn't do this without you. We're working every day to make your gaming hobby richer and better because you've chosen to check out what we do. Thank you. Play well, be well, from Matt Miller, Editor-in-Chief. End quote. I really don't know what else to say to that, man. I'm just so glad that Game Informer is back. Now, I don't know if they're going to be doing physical releases, which I really hope they do. Something tells me there might be a bit of a, little what do you want to call it? A little, like, pin in that note there where it's like, yeah, we're back, but it's going to be digital only. But I'm hoping that the Game Informer magazines still come out physically because that's how I read most of their content. But at the end of the day, whether those physical releases end up happening or not, I'm just so glad that they're back.